Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be making a game in Godot. Well, not just us. So basically today is going to be ChatGPT baking it. I'm just going to follow everything that ChatGPT says. So this game's going to be an FPS game. You can follow along as well because I'm going to explain all of the steps. This might be a series and it might be an episode. So if it is, this is episode 1, and if not, this is just the tutorial. Okay, so let's begin. So first of all, I made a new project called FPS game in Godot, and then inside that I select a node 3D and named it player. Okay, that's that, and now let's dive right in. So first thing is that ChatGPT says is that it's just loading. So the first thing is to add child nodes to the player node. So the first node it says is to add a camera 3D. So select your player and then the plus icon, and then search for a camera 3D. Click create. And then the next thing is to add a collision shape 3D to the player. So player plus icon collision shape 3D create. Right, and then after that a capsule mesh. So first of all um, we need to add a mesh instance 3D, and then inside that we need to go on mesh and new capsule mesh. I think it's loading. Yeah, it's loading there. Alright. Oh, hang on. I accidentally made the mesh instance 3D and the collision shape 3D. So if that happens, just take that and move it inside the player, like that. Okay. So now we need to add a raycast 3D for the shooting later. So player plus icon raycast 3D. Alright, that's that. Now okay. It says that instead of a node 3D, you could have attached a character body 3D. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on player, right click, and change type, and I'm going to search for character body 3D. Change that to that. Right. Step 3 is adding movement. So it says right click on player and then attach script. Okay, we're gonna name this player .gd. So do that, and then you want to make it where your actual thing was. So click create, and that's your basic script. Just I have ChatGPT provided me with code. I'm gonna copy it. I'm gonna paste it. And I'm gonna put the code in description. So yeah, there. This should work. And I think we need to create an input map as well. Yeah, so it says step 4, add input actions. So what you need to do is go on project settings, and then you want to go on input map. There, you want to click on add new action, and the first thing is move forward. So move underscore forward. Make sure to, I think, type exactly like that so that it suits the script. So move forward, and then add to that, you can add a W. Okay, so just press the actual key on your keyboard and it will show up. Okay, I'm gonna add W and the up arrow key so that it's easier for people who suit arrow keys more. So I'm going to do all this really quickly. Okay, so I am back. I made the all of the input maps. So I made the input map with move forward, W up, move back, S down, move left, A left, and move right, D right, and jump is space. You can copy these. I'll wait for 2 seconds. Alright, so I'm gonna close this and let's see what the next step ChatGPT says is. So in the main, it says in the main scene, let's go to, it says set mesh box mesh, scale it to something like that, but okay, cool. So we need to make an, first of all, save this. So Control S to save, and where do you want to save it? Just save it in your actual game, and yeah, so save that, and then I'm going to add new scene, go on 3D scene, rename it to level or main scene. I'm gonna do main scene, so main. And then in that it says add a mesh instance 3D. So click on the plus icon and then mesh in mesh instance 3D. Create that, and you have your mesh instance 3D. And then in the mesh, go on where it says mesh empty, go on new, and you want a new box mesh. Okay, so now it says to scale it to something like 10, 110. So inside transform, you want to go on scale and you want to select. So for the x-axis, you want 10. And remember to unclick that, so that it isn't always a square. Okay, so you want 10 in the x-axis, yeah, and you want 1 in the y-axis, and you want a 10 in the z-axis. So that is your floor. Okay, that's your ground. Yeah, so that's your ground. So yeah, then it says to add a static body 3D. So I will do that right now. Static body 3D, create. And it also says to add a collision shape 3D so that you can collide. So put that in. Okay, now I'm gonna select collision shape 3D. I want a new box shape 3D, and then in transform it should be the same size. It's not. So X you want 10, unclick that, you want 1 in the Y, and you want 10 in the Z axis. There. Next, it says to add a add player into it. So you're gonna take player from your folder, I guess, and drag that inside. Is it there? I don't know. No, it's not. I'm gonna put that in there. It's not working. Okay, so what I did was I created some folders. So what you want to do is go on where it says res, yeah, right click, create new, and you want to create a new folder. Rename it scripts. Okay, I already made one right here. So what you want to do is rename it scripts, and take your script, the one, hang on. So take the player.gd script you had and put that inside scripts. And then what you want to do is make another folder by going on res, right click, new folder, and then rename it to scenes and put your player scene in there and your and save your main scene and put that in there too. So I'm just gonna go ahead and open this there. And then I'm gonna take player scene and I'm gonna drag it out here. Boom. There you have your player on the floor, and I'm gonna test it out. So click on this play button right here, play, and it will say please confirm no main scene has ever been defined. Select one. You can change it later in the project settings under the application category. What you want to do is, if you're in the main scene, what you want to do is click on select current, and there. So it will start, and it's still loading. So I have a kind of a slow computer, so it takes time to load. And you'll see that you should be able to move around, which you can't. I fall to my doom. So what I'm going to try to debug this. Okay. Okay, I know what happened. So I need to take my collision shape 3D in main and put it actually in the main. I accidentally put it inside static body 3D. So that should be that, and collision shape 3D. What happened, bro? Okay, so that's that. So what I forgot to do was to scale the static body 3D. So click on the static body 3D and go or click on transform and then scale, and then first of all unclick that and change the size to 10 by 1 by 10. There. Now if I click on play, it hopefully should work. It's loading. It's loaded. Should hopefully work. No. Okay. Let me see. So, first of all, what you want to do is you want to click on that, and you want to click on add scene to scene, and then that again, and add environment to scene, so you can actually see what's going on. I'm gonna click on player, and let's see the collision body, collision shape 3D. I want to see its size. Is it I want to see if I can rescale it. So how big is our player? I think it's 1 by 2 by 1. So if I do that, what is it? Okay, so it says that a shape must be provided for a collision shape 3D to function. Please create a shape resource for it. I want to see what ChatGPT has to say for that. So let's see. We'll make a first-person controller. In the scene panel, click the plus icon and add a node 3D. Rename it to player. Add these child nodes to it. Camera 3D, I've done that. Collision shape 3D, yeah. Capsule mesh, optional so to see the player's body, and raycast 3D. It says, okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the collision shape 3D inside the mesh instant 3D, which should hopefully fix it. Don't think it will though. Area 3D, static body 3D, rigid body 3D, character body 3D. Okay, so I'm gonna put that inside that, which is a character body 3D, right? It says a shape must be, oh, okay, cool. So what we want to do is click on capsule shape. That's why it wasn't working. And then you want to change the 2 we did on Y and change it back to 1. That's the error we were getting and it wasn't working. So hopefully this time it should work. I'm sorry about that, but yeah. It is about following what ChatGPT says exactly. So yeah. If you can, please click the subscribe button because it's really hard work making these videos, and I would really appreciate if you could just give the video a like or subscribe, because you don't know how many countless hours we spend, small content creators spend making these videos. So yeah, please can you subscribe or like the video? Thanks. We're back to the actual game dev. It is working now, so yeah. The jump is very high, but I think this should be fine for an FPS game. And yeah, so you can actually see around because we added the environment and the sun to our scene. So yeah, this is the movement done. So yeah, I'm just going to close this and we'll see what we have to do next. So I'm going to go back to here and yeah, so let's see what ChatGPT wants us to do next. Step, okay, so it says once that's working, we'll add a gun to shoot bullets, make enemies that get destroyed, and add coins per kill, and create a shop system. That's smart. Okay, so it says, okay, so first of all, let's ask it to guide us how to do bullets. Okay, it's generated. So it says step 6, add a gun to the player. In your player scene, right click on camera 3D and add child node. For another thing, on player 3D, I want to see where the camera is. Yeah, we need to position the camera so that we can actually see. One thing to help you do that is here on preview, just click that and you can see what the player sees. So if I do this and then that, okay, so position it like this, okay? So it's like that on your camera, okay? Now let's add the bullets. So it says right click on your camera 3D and add child node mesh instance 3D. Okay, so camera 3D, instead of right clicking, you can just click on that and add a mesh instance 3D there. Click on create. Okay, so what you want to do now is rename it to gun. Okay, next set mesh to box mesh because we just need to have a placeholder for now. There. Okay, and move it slightly in front of the camera. So see there and there. I'm going to scale it down a little. So go and transform. Right now it's 1 by 1 by 1. I'm gonna do 0.1 for all of them. So 0.1 for all of them. 0.1, yeah, that's a bit too small, so I accidentally did that there. That should be good enough. 0.1 and 0.1. Actually that's a bit too small and I don't, okay. First of all, to move around, just right click and scroll down so to make you slower when you're moving around. You can just do that, okay? Yes, too small. So I don't know why it keeps on happening. So there. Now let's see. Why is that so big? Oh, I need to turn that off. Okay, 0.1 and 0.1. Okay, make sure you have it unclicked for this. I know that they're same values, but it messes up because of the decimals. Okay, so right now it's just a gun, it's just a block for the placeholder. So I'm gonna move it to here and to there. If you click on preview, you can see what it is like. So click on camera 3D and then preview, and you can see your little gun over there. So yeah, that's for the placeholder gun. I'm actually gonna move it a little bit there so that it looks a bit more like you're holding it where you're meant to. The camera 3D preview. Yeah, that looks a bit better. We can just change it to look like a pistol later. So what next is to add a muzzle point. So right click on the gun, add child node, marker 3D. Okay, so right click, add child node, marker 3D. So marker 3D. Create that. Okay, so what next? We need to rename the marker 3D to muzzle. Muzzle. There. Okay, so it says move it to the front tip of your gun where bullets should spawn. Okay, so let's see. Let's move it here, right there. Let me just check. Okay, just check if the positioning's okay. And yeah, that should be fine. Okay, there. Now you need to make a bullet scene. So let's make a new scene. So scene, new scene, add a rigid body 3D. So click on other node and search for rigid body 3D, I think. Yeah. Okay, rename it to bullet. Okay, and then add a child node in it called mesh instance 3D. Mesh instance 3D, great. And then add a collision shape 3D. So collision shape 3D. Okay, after that, we're gonna attach a new script to bullet like that. Right click and attach script, and we're gonna call it bullet.gd. Just make the B capital so that it doesn't mess up. Okay, after that, just click on create. And I will put this script in the description as well. There. Yeah, so that's that. Okay, it says if on, okay. Now we want to save this scene, so click back on 3D and click on Control S. Save it as, inside scene, save it as bullet.tscn. Okay, there. What I want to see is, do we need to give it a shape? So do we need to give the mesh instance 3D like a shape? Yeah, it says sphere mesh. So click on mesh empty and get a new sphere mesh. So that is here. And it says that give it a small radius, like a 0.1 radius. So that might be in transform. Don't really know. I think in that maybe radius. Yeah, so it says 0.1 radius there. Hang on. Okay, I'm gonna make it so that is a full bullet. I'm just gonna make that 0.1 as well. Hang on, 0.1 there. Actually, I'm gonna make the radius 0.2 so it looks like an actual bullet. Never mind. I'm gonna make it 0.1 there. So that is your bullet. Okay, there, that's your bullet, and save it. Okay, there. Now, after that, make your gun shoot. So open player, the player scene, and save. Okay. Next it says open. So open your script. So the script. Click on script. Open. Why is it not working? There. Expand folder. Open player.gd. And oh yeah, I forgot you need to put the bullet.gd inside scripts as well. I forgot to tell you that. Okay, so inside player.gd you want to add variables. So okay, so you want to add here, go on new line, and you want to add I don't know if we need the at export, but I'm just gonna put it in anyways. At export var bullet scene and packed scene. Put that as packed scene. There. Now, why is it showing an error? Bulletin. Bulletin. Oh, okay. So don't put an underscore there. You want to make the S capital as well. So there. That shouldn't. Yep. Okay. That's not an error. Next, you want to also do at export var shoot cooldown needs to be equal to 0.2. Okay, and you want var can shoot equal to var can shoot needs to be equal to true. There. Next, we need to add this in the input event. So let's search. The input event is right there. I want to see where do we put it in. If I am gonna just do that and do that. So it needs to be as the same indent with the other if. So if input dot is action just pressed, action just pressed shoot. For this I think we're also gonna have to add an shoot event to the input map as well, and can shoot shoot. Just so you know, I'm not going to be providing the full script, like the bits where I'm coding right now, you're going to have to code along with me. I'm just going to provide the base script that ChatGPT provided me. Okay. So what next? Now at the bottom of the script, add this function. Okay. So func shoot func shoot can shoot equals false. Var bullet equals bullet underscore scene dot instance. Wait, hang on, what? Oh, okay, it's actually instantiate. So instantiate. Okay, next we want to add var muzzle. Muzzle is $. Where's the $? Okay, $. Camera 3D slash gun slash muzzle. There. Guys, I know this is quite long, but trust me, it's all gonna be worth it. Wait, hang on. I kind of messed up, so just Control X where you've been writing, and then go to the bottom of your script, new line, and paste. Yeah, so sorry about that, I kind of messed up a little. Fix the indent there. Okay, next line. Wait, hang on, no. Bullet dot global global transform equal muzzle dot global slash underscore transform. Hang on, just need to check something. So global dot bullet dot global underscore transform equal muzzle dot global underscore transform. I know this is really long, but trust me, at the end it's all gonna be worth it. Okay, get. Oh, what did I do? I get tree dot current scene dot add child bullet. There. Next line, await get underscore tree dot create underscore timer shoot underscore cool down. Do that dot time out. Okay, and then can underscore shoot equals to true. Okay, let's see what's next. Alright, step 10, connect the bullet scene. So go to the player node. First of all, save this. Okay, then what you want to do is go to the player node 3D, and you want to, in the inspector, you'll see a variable box called bullet scene. Let's see. Where? I don't see it, bro. Oh, okay, so it means so click on the player node, and right here you'll see bullet scene. Click on empty, quick load, and you want to put in bullet.tscn. Okay, next, step 11, add shooting input. So go to project settings, input map, and add shoot, which is for left mouse button. So there. Okay, step 12, test it. So close that and click play. Hopefully this works. We have an error. The function shoot is not found in base.self. Let's see. Oh, I put too many O's in shoot. There, now let's play. Hopefully it works. Yep. Oh, great. What is it? Invalid operands, float, and nil in operator. Okay, let me just see what is the fix. Okay, so I found the fix, and the fix is to at the top of the script we need to say here, I think, so var speed float equal 5. Okay, cool. Just change that to that. Var jump force float there, and mouse sensitivity float there, and okay, so save it. Hopefully it should work now. Let's see. Okay, let's go. So basically it works. We have bullets firing out, and you can move around, you can jump, and that should be it for today's episode. Like the video and subscribe if you want episode 2. Thank you for watching and goodbye.